when you play the game, you'll be in one of four different scenes, either in a home, in a neighborhood, in the downtown, or sort of just flying over the country. And you can interact with objects that you see in the scene and learn what they are and represent and what government is responsible for them.
And that's where it got tricky for me. There are things you could click on, such as a hospital or a bank, but a number of things don't just have one level of government responsible for it. And that can be, for some of them, maybe a little trickier than others.
Yes, and that's certainly something that we see in politics, is that it is very difficult to figure
Yes.
out who's responsible and who should be accountable for certain things. So, constitutionally, we don't design a particular body to be responsible for homelessness. So it is a responsibility that's shared between municipalities, the province, and federal government, and that's possibly one of the reasons why we have such trouble in doing anything about it. So that was definitely a design challenge with the game. Is some things are a very easy answer, and some things aren't.
I think that even people who have grown up here often don't know. If you go out and just talk to people, as journalists sometimes do, you'll find that people don't know which level of government is even having an election, or if in their area they're talking about a city councillor or a trustee or an MLA or an MP. So it's certainly not just students or newcomers who might benefit from this. Where do you hope this game goes?
Well, definitely my focus is on education. That's certainly, because it's mandated, the easiest way to reach everybody. But certainly, I would love to see more adults more familiar with government processes. One of the big reasons I did create the game is that we are facing a lot of disinformation and misinformation that is fundamentally undermining our democracy. And a big part of that is people not understanding how our democracy is supposed to work and who is responsible for what. And so, even among politicians, you'll see things get wrongly assigned or blamed to the wrong office. And if we can't even trust our own politicians to get our jurisdictional issues right, well, one, we get a whole bunch of wrongful lawsuits about constitutionality, and we get campaigns aimed at the wrong people, and we see, crowds angry about the issue with very little understanding of how it could actually be meaningfully addressed. So, really, the more people that see this and play it and engage with the ideas and concepts, the better.